A very good morning to all of you. I hope you all are safe and going through the videos which we are sending. So it's been a week. Still, we started from our online lectures, and throughout this week, we saw lesson number 5, index numbers. So today, I'm just sending you all a quick revision of all the three exercises in a very short manner, so that those who are not following the videos, those who have just logged in the videos today or before 2 days back, they'll understand what was the things which were included in the particular lesson, index numbers. So here's a quick revision of what all topics we covered in the lesson. So today we'll wind off with this lesson, and I hope you all are completing your assignments and practicing regularly. So all right, students, the name of the lesson was index numbers. We started with exercise 5.1. The heading was simple aggregate price index numbers. You all have to keep in mind the headings, the formulas, which formula is used where. Only then you'll be able to solve the sums from this particular lesson. So in simple aggregate price index number, we have three types: price index number, quantity index number, and value index number. Now, price index number is represented as P01, quantity Q01, value V01. So, 01 stands for base and current year. So, 0 is for base year, 1 represents current year. The formula goes summation P1 upon summation P0 into 100. The sign summation is very, very important. Keep that in mind. Moving forward to the second formula, quantity index number, summation Q1 upon summation Q0 into 100. Then value index number is a combination of both price as well as quantity. So the formula becomes summation P1 Q1 upon summation P0 Q0 into 100. So based on these three formulas, we completed our first exercise, which was a very simple one without any problem. Then we moved on to second exercise, where we studied the name of 6 developers. It was called as weighted aggregative method, because W quantity, W represents the quantity which is used in these particular formulas. So as you all see, I've written the names in shortcut above: Lasperi, Paschies, Drobish, Bowley, Marshall, Edgeworth, Fishers, and Walsh. Out of these, the first 5 comes together in one group. Walsh is calculated separately. In this exercise, I also told you all there are some printing mistakes, so be very careful while solving the sums. There are some printing errors. Starting with the formula, the trick which I taught you all was P01 of L, Lasperi's, was first write the normal formula like summation P1, jaga chhod do, upon summation P0, leave some space, into 100. As you all see, I have written with a different pen because the place which was left, there you have to write Q0, Q0. The same logic you can use for Paschies. Summation P1, jaga chhod do, upon summation P0, jaga chhod do, into 100. There you have to write Q1, Q1. These are the two main formulas on which the other formulas are dependent. As you can see, Drobish, Bowley, and Marshall, Edgeworth. The shortcut I taught you all was Lasperi's plus Paschies divided by 2. He took the average. They took the average of both. Or if you all want to go by the long cut method, you can put the respective formulas of Lasperi's and Paschies upon 2. This time, pay attention, into 100 will also come. So when you're writing in terms of prices and quantities, 100 will come. If you all are taking the shortcut method, there's no need to write into 100. Coming to Marshall Edgeworth was telling Lasperi's numerator plus Paschi ka numerator divided by Lasperi's denominator plus Paschi's denominator into 100. So these were the formulas taken by the pair of brothers for their calculation, kind of similar, only one single plus over here. Here there are two pluses in both numerator and denominator. Then we had Fisher's. Now Fisher's was left with no option. So what did he do? Laspeyres multiply by Paschis, or Laspeyres formula into Paschis ka formula and then into 100 separately, as I told you. Now one thing again I had mentioned, now when y'all are calculating the first 5 developers formula in one particular sum, y'all need to keep in mind you have to prepare 4 columns. Now what could be those 4 columns? If you see here, you'll get confused, so there's no need to worry. The 4 columns are the simple ones. That is P1 Q0, P0 Q0. So first you'll prepare Laspeyres ka numerator and Laspeyres ka denominator. Then the next 2 columns will be P1 Q1 and P0 Q1. So once you all prepare these 4 columns, then you can move forward with the sum, do the totaling, and then respective formulas so you can solve the sum. So that was the 5 developers ka formula. Coming back to Walsh. Now in Walsh, it goes a little separate, but the logic remains the same. Walsh price index number says P01 of W is equal to summation P1 upon summation P0 into 100. In all the 6 developers use the same logic, and that will be very easy for you all to solve without any mistake. So I'm repeating again and again, please follow the tricks if you all want to avoid the mistakes. So जहाँ पे आप लोगों ने जगह छोड़ी थी वहाँ पे you all can write square root of Q0 Q1 upon square root of Q0 Q1 into 100. Now for Walsh, there are 4 different columns. Number 1, Q0 Q1, you'll multiply both the quantities. Then you will remove the square root of both the quantities. Now with this square root, you will multiply price of current year P1, and with the same square root, you will multiply the price of base year P0. So these are the 4 columns, and again the exercise is very easy if you remember the formula. Moving towards the last exercise, CLI, cost of living index. I told you this is related to our day-to-day lives, wherein you all can relate the concept, that is managing the budget of your family, the expenditure, our incomes and expenses. So in that again, there were 2 types of formulas, as you all can see. One is aggregative expenditure method, the other is family budget method. So one is weighted aggregative method, the other one is weighted relative method. All right. So here CLI, अब तक हम P01, Q01 लिख रहे थे. Now you will write CLI. The formula is the same of Laspeyres. So summation P1 जगह छोड़ो, upon summation P0 जगह छोड़ो, into 100. ऊपर और नीचे Q0, Q0. Coming to the right side, family budget method. CLI is equal to summation IW upon summation W. Now, in aggregative expenditure method, you have to remember अगर 2 price और एक quantity का column दिया रहेगा, then you have to use the aggregative method. Otherwise, if you have the columns of I and W ready-made, you can use family budget method. Now, sometimes the column of I is not given directly. So at that particular time, you have to calculate I by using the formula P1 upon P0 into 100. So those who cannot understand what this is going on, please refer to the previous videos. Exercise 5.3. First, listen to those videos. Then you will understand what exactly the formula revision we are doing right now. All right. So with this, the lesson comes to an end. I have given you all the assignment. Now, there were some students who were messaging me that they are not clear with exercise 5.3, sum number 9. So for them, I am repeating the sum once again. Pay attention. Here's the question, exercise 5.3, sum number 9. The CLI for 1995 and 1999 are 140 and 200. That means आपको base year और current year का CLI दिया हुआ है. A person is earning 11,200 per month in the year 1995. So a person was earning 11,200 in the base year. What should be his monthly earnings in the year 1999 in order to maintain the standard of living as in the year 1995? So you have to find out and tell them how much income should he earn today in the current year so that he can maintain the same standard of living. So the sum is very easy. It is dependent on another formula. So we'll come to that. Pay attention. The CLI for 1995 is 140 and for 1999 is 200. This was given in the question. Also, the person's income in the year 1995, which was our base year, is 11,200 per month. The formula goes like this: real income is equal to income upon CLI into 100. That was your point number 1. So first we'll do the calculation for base year. So for year 1995, we'll put the formula real income is equal to 11,200, the income, upon 140, the CLI, into 100. So 0, 0 cancel. 1,12,000 upon 14. So real income for the base year is 8,000 rupees. Okay. Now moving forward with this details, we'll calculate the CLI for current year. So now for the current year 1999, the CLI was 200, which was given in the question. Now in order to calculate the real income of current year, there's a formula which you have to follow. We are preparing a cross multiplication table which you have to keep in mind. So as you can see, I'll write the 2 years over here. One is 1995 and the other is 1999. So for that, you'll prepare 2 columns. Number 1, real income. Number 2, CLI. Now in real income for the year 1995, what was the real income? Just now we calculated above. The answer came was 8,000. So that we wrote here. The CLI is given to be 140 from the question. We have to find the real income of current year 1999. So we'll take it as X and CLI is given to be 200. That is given in the question. Okay. So followed how to draw the table, both the years, real income and CLI. So then you will do nothing but cross multiplication. So when you do cross multiplication, you'll get 8,000 into 200 divided by 140 is equal to X. You can do the cancellation as per your convenience. I have cancelled 0, 0, 2 7s are, 2 10s are, 7 1s are, 7 1600s are. So 1600 into 10, answer is 16,000. So class, with this we finish off with Maths 2, one lesson amongst all the 8 chapters. That is lesson number 5. For practicing, you do practice all the miscellaneous sums that I'm not going to solve because that will be an assignment for you all to see whether you all followed the concept or not. And if any doubts, please WhatsApp me because from tomorrow onwards, we'll be starting a new chapter. So for that, this chapter needs to be very, very clear with you. Yeah. So stay safe and please keep practicing and studying. Okay. Thank you so much, class.